Hi there, my name is Alex. I have been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis for about 5.5 years. I was diagnosed in 2019, and this is kind of me telling people what happened and how it all came about. So I've been having symptoms for quite a few years, as far back as, say, my mid to late 20s. And I wasn't diagnosed until I was 34. And basically, I was having mobility issues, not being able to walk any distances really, and standing was becoming a bit of an issue. Holding myself upright, my vision was very blurred because I couldn't contract down one pupil. So I had a normally functioning eye, and then I had another one which was very slow to react. So my vision was constantly blurred. Plus, I had nystagmus where my pupils were shaking. I had pins and needles in my feet. I couldn't feel the bottoms of my feet, and the numbness went all the way up to my hips, and my hands, it was creeping up my arms. I had it on one side of my face, which was a little bit worrying. I had brain fog, still do have brain fog, have memory loss, memory issues, which is really quite extreme. And I think there's not really a part of my life that isn't touched by multiple sclerosis. Things like putting some earrings in, or changing the sheets on the bed, or going anywhere for any reason. I have to use a scooter now, an electrical scooter to get around, because I don't drive and I can't walk. So my world has got very small, and I was sort of plodding along for a few years in this sort of MS limbo, where I was still going to hospital appointments. I'd been diagnosed with quite highly active MS. I beg your pardon, highly active, relapsing remitting MS. So I was given treatments for Tysabri, which I could only take for 2 years, due to having a very high JC virus titer, which means that it was dangerous for me to be on it for any longer, even though it was a very good disease modifying therapy. And then they moved me to Ocrevus, which evidently, it didn't work for me, as I started getting symptoms and lesions on my MRIs despite being on Ocrevus. So I'd failed 2 quite hardcore disease modifying therapies. So my consultant, my neurologist, referred me for HSCT, which is hematopoietic stem cell transplant. And basically that is something which hopefully I will be experiencing in June. They're going to beg your pardon. They're going to admit me into hospital in June for a month's stay, where I'll be given very effective, hopefully, chemotherapy, and then a stem cell transplant, which will sort of give me a boost back to a full immune system after they've knocked my immune system down with the chemotherapy. I haven't explained that terribly well, but basically I'm crossing my fingers that that's going to improve my situation somewhat. And if not, I'm not entirely sure what else the medical world can offer. So I'm just hanging my hat on the stem cell transplant to halt the progression at the very least, if not hopefully improve my situation, which would be something which I would very much want to happen. So this has been a sort of bare bones story of how I got MS and how I'm dealing with it, and I think I shall be making more videos closer to the time when I receive my stem cell transplant, just to document the goings on there. Thank you very much.